We now recall 23 CR 1222, the state of Texas versus Jeremy Dixon. And the defendant is present with Mr. Vasquez, his attorney. And there was a motion for new trial that had been filed earlier by the defense.
This is Shelly Needs Coffee's fault.
And hold on. Okay, the court has signed an order denying the motion to for a new trial in this case. You've asked for a hearing. Go ahead. Did you want to add anything?
No, Your Honor, I stand by the motion. Just the appearance of impropriety. I realize it doesn't meet any of the criteria listed in the motion for the trial.
All right. The court stands, nothing further. The court stands by the order that it rendered on August 25th. The motion for new trial is denied. What else? Anything else on that?
Yeah.
Thank you. That is all. It's denied.
The court just denied.
You'll get more of that later. Thank you.
Sean Washington, please.
I might have had the wrong spot.
No, Judge, that was reset.
That was reset. Y'all gotta help me here. They're going to look for him.
That was trying to process one day at a time.
Okay, John is on his way.
John is on his way to prepare Mr. Cover before he gets here.
Leo Cover. Leo, you got these two cases and we are going to move to trial. That's what you want still, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Okay. Y'all haven't been able, he's representing himself and you're going to continue to do that, correct? That's what you want. All right. When we've talked about it,
Yes.
I think ad nauseum about the pros and cons. You've thought about it. You seem like a smart guy. You've decided this is what you want and you know the pros and the cons. You still intend to represent yourself.
Sir.
Okay. We've got two cases here. One is a state jail felony of publishing or threatening to publish intimate matter. And the other is a state jail felony of theft. Now, let me ask, Mr. Cover has served almost 2 years in jail. 22, between 22 and 23 months. Is that the most he can get is a state jail felony?
Your Honor, what this priors is actually can be up to, he can be in.
Okay, help me out. I don't see the priors aren't.
They're not
this indictment.
They're not in this indictment, but he does have prior felony convictions.
Is he going to get notice? Is he going to get notice of that?
It's in the file.
Thank you, ma'am.
I don't know.
What kind of, it's not in the indictment. Where is it in the file? Where, have you received notice from them that they intend to present?
I got one that was from last year, but then it's been amended since and I haven't seen it. At least that's what's on the computer. that, I looked up.
I believe it filed before. I'm sorry. I believe that was when Mr. Kimmler was representing him. I believe it. But Your Honor, I believe I did file. I'll look, pull it up real quick. When Mr. Kimmler was representing him, I believe I filed the notice of
I got,
intent to seek enhanced punishment.
Okay, is that the amended
no,
one? That's what, he needs the most updated.
Yes, sir. I'll make sure.
Can you get a copy of course? Did you want? I don't know. I'll be checking.
And,
So I can see what you're looking, I don't even know what it is. All I see is state jail felony.
correct.
But if you have prior convictions and they give you notice,
That's for the
then
punishment.
it could be, the punishment could,
But
be
until
up
I
to-
found
up to-
it, it's a state.
it could be up to second degree felony, depending upon what it states.
Oh my God, this
All
is
right, here's a
excruciating.
first amended motion. All right.
An attorney could negotiate him out of jail
I
in about
noticed.
5 minutes, but he knows better.
Here, give this to Mr. Butler. I handed this to you, Leo.
Mhm.
All right, it states that you were finally convicted of burglary of a vehicle in 1980 in the 179th District Court of Harris County, Texas. I think that was a third degree felony back then.
Yes,
wasn't
correct,
it?
Your Honor.
It's not now, but if it is, then
I'm not even arguing any of the. convictions.
I understand, but then next is that you were finally convicted of illegal possession of controlled substance in 1980. And before, in a different cause number, then it states you were finally convicted of aggravated robbery out
I
of
remember
Montgomery
1980.
County in 83.
In 1980, I was still old.
You were also convicted of another aggravated robbery in 1987 out of Sabine County. And in 1993, convicted of retaliation out of Sabine County District Court. So each of those could, if one or more are true, or two or more are true, then those could enhance your punishment from a state jail felony punishment to a third degree felony punishment. But then you've got those last two paragraphs that state that after those convictions were final and before you committed this new offense, you were finally convicted
And it would just bring it to a second degree, Your Honor, just their.
Well, what was the conviction?
If I'm mistaken.
What's the subsequent? Hold on, everybody. Let me talk.
Yes, sir.
When I speak, everybody stops so she can take down, because she can't take down everything if we're all talking at once. What is the most recent conviction after those others we've talked about? Is it the aggravated robbery in 96?
Yes.
Okay.
Bless you.
And then also escape in 96. Right?
That's correct.
That's what this is showing. Okay. So those two are in sequence of the prior three. The 5 prior convictions. And if all of this was true and you were convicted, then your punishment range then becomes second degree felony punishment range, up to 20 years in prison. Okay. But you've got a copy of that.
I don't think that's correct.
They've got to prove it as alleged.
I mean, it says.
I know, but it's not-
It says aggravated.
Yeah, but it's, this isn't a debate here. It's what they put that in to give you notice. They better prove it or else it's not adequate.
First, I have to get found guilty,
Yeah.
and I don't think that's gonna happen.
Okay. You want to represent yourself?
Yes, I
Okay.
do.
And you've thought about it long and hard, and this is have you ever represented yourself before in a trial?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, you know that the judge expects you to know the rules of evidence and holds you to it, and the code of criminal procedure and the penal code. Okay. And these guys went to law school and That's what they do for a living. You can represent yourself, but it's always been for the most part, it's been difficult for defendants to represent themselves against people like this. But you understand that and you wish to move forward. How many witnesses do you intend to call?
Your Honor, there's only, I believe, four or five at most.
When can we put this in for trial?
Judge, I have a special set on November the 4th.
Well,
3rd.
And Your Honor, we're trying to make sure Mr. Cover is allowed to go through all of his discovery on this, which I do have it tabbed out, and we're allowing him to see some of it, but there's a large volume of the electronic data on here that we're allowing him to go through. I think we're going to schedule it, I believe, for next week. We're going to schedule
Right. Next week.
a day for him to come back and review it in the jury room back there again.
it's only 5,000 pages. It's gonna take a minute.
Yeah, I know. Take as long as you need.
And, my motions that I filed, I haven't had motion hearings.
Yeah, go over them. Which ones do you want to ask? What are you asking for relief for?
I'm asking because of the delay of trial, speedy trial. I've been trying to get a speedy trial. I haven't got it. I'd like to know about if the indictments. I don't even think I think I got a rubber stamp indictment. I don't think I haven't had a motion hearing. I haven't had discovery. I've been filing my motions. I haven't had any.
What
I'm
motions
held
are you
to-
asking for?
Nobody else is.
You get, look at your motions. You asked me what motions, you're the ones that filed it. Get it before me. Come on. Yeah.
I want to hear the pro se motion for the writ habeas corpus. Writ habeas corpus.
What do you want to add? What do you want to add to that motion? What do you want to add other than what
I
you
just
put in
want to, I
the
just
four
want to
corners?
hear the motions heard and I want to hear it in order.
No, what additional evidence do you want to add to it, sir?
No, I don't need any.
Then it's overruled. I've looked at it. Unless you have something different than what you put in the four corners, it's overruled.
Okay.
But it's preserved for error, but it's a preserved error.
What about the motion for the question set aside the indictment?
That is denied.
Okay, am I gonna get a written order on any of this, or are you just gonna deny every one of them?
We're putting the order into the record, and if you want a copy, we can make that
I want a
later.
copy of all of it.
Are you gonna interrupt me, Leo? Come
I
on,
haven't got a
Leo,
copy of his
wait,
amended.
hold on. Sir,
Agreed,
sir.
I haven't got copies of nothing.
sir, when the court speaks, you need to stop. You're gonna get a fair opportunity to speak.
It's
Speak it
not
only.
always fair, you're denying
Leo,
everything I do.
we've
You're
done this
sitting there
once again.
denying them. How the hell is
Leo,
that fair?
When you shout over the court, she cannot do her job and and that's improper. She's got to take down everything. Leo, you may not like what's going on here, but please follow the
Well, you
rules.
tell me
And
to
you
follow
have
the
a
rules,
right.
and you're not. You just sit there and deny.
I've read
and
it,
read.
sir. I have read this whole file, sir. You don't know. Are you clairvoyant?
Yes, I am.
All right, that is all. We'll set it. You'll see it trial. Thank you, Leo. You can't be calling people names and speaking over people. It's rude, Leo. You know that.
Oh, that was fun. That was fresh off the presses. I just got that. Just happened a few minutes ago, but I really like. Oh, Leo. Like, obviously, he's been in jail 2 years. He's been in front of the judge a bunch of times. They're on a first name basis at this point. Meanwhile, I mean, he can't even get his motions because he's handcuffed. I mean, get yourself an attorney. An attorney could work out a deal for this guy in 5 minutes, given the time that he served to get him out. Plead him down to time served on what he's got. But no, he's going to try this, and he's going to go to trial, and he might have it enhanced, and oh, it's hard to watch. It's hard to watch. All right, let me see here. That was an emergency edition. Now back to a regularly scheduled program.
Good morning, sir. You were arrested for 3 cases. One is from December 14th of 2023, domestic battery by strangulation. Another case from December 12th of 2024. That charge is strong arm robbery. And a third case, June 10th of 2024, domestic battery by strangulation. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Sir, are you currently living with Zaria Robinson, the alleged victim?
This is from Dorelius and also Law Nerds Unite. And I think I've got one here from a plausible as well.
I think she's present, Judge. Let me promote her to a panel.
That's not his girlfriend, that's his brother's girlfriend,
Okay.
right? Sorry.
Says here battered by her boyfriend.
So, ma'am, if you want to talk to the judge, you got to accept the promotion to a panelist. I'll try again.
Judge, it looks like they may have arrested the wrong person, as Mr. Nellicliff is a twin. One moment.
Let's see what she says. I'm trying to promote the victim.
What is your date of birth? Oh, it's a twin. Okay.
Judge.
One moment, one moment.
Ma'am, you there?
What's your name, sir?
My name is Edward Nettycliff. The twin is Eduardo Nettycliff, and my dad's incarcerated right now with me right now. He could justify the same thing because it happened to me in 2024 with another young lady named.
Ma'am, you there?
Huh?
Can you unmute, turn on your camera?
My dad can verify. And don't worry, he's incarcerated, so you can get a hold of him. Fantastic argument.
Robinson, are you there? It's always interesting in bond hearings, especially on a Friday.
I'm trying to get her.
Note
Hi.
to self, when you have twins, don't name them so close.
Mine are fraternal.
Good morning. Hi, ma'am. Raise your right hand to be sworn, please. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you are going to give in this proceeding will be the truth? If so, state I do.
I do.
Thank you. What is your name, please?
My name is Zaria Robinson.
All right. Do you recognize the gentleman standing here before us today?
Yes, I do, but this is not the person that did the what happened to me.
Who is this person?
This is his brother.
Are you currently living? What? So is this Edward Nellicliff?
Pardon?
Is the
What's
gentleman?
his name? The guy that's on the screen, what's his name?
His name is Edward Nellycliff, but
Who'd you arrest?
Eduardo Nellycliff.
And all this stuff that happened in December
I
of
tried to get it fixed probably a couple months
Seriously?
prior, around in like April, May.
Who does that to their kids? It's like a George Foreman scenario.
Speaking to Ferguson at Miami Gardens Police Department, but they had told me that I had to wait up until the actual case. I've spoken to
Okay.
Miami Gardens Police Department multiple times.
So is Eduardo the person who is the accused who did these try to strangle you and was involved in the batteries and robberies?
Yes.
Do you still see Eduardo? Are you involved with him still?
No, me and him are not together anymore.
Do you have children with him?
No, I do not.
So how did you know to come to court today?
I'm connected to their family and mutual friends.
Miss Seth, what do you want me to do?
I mean,
Are you afraid of Edward Nellicliff?
Not at all.
Do you want a stay away order?
No, I do not.
Fine.
It's not towards him.
I understand. So I'm going to do a modified stay away order and he's going to be going on his merry old way, I guess, state. I don't know.
but if for some reason,
Can you run it and see if his name appears in the system, the brother, Eduardo?
I could try, but if for some reason the victim's not telling the truth, then she could face charges, very serious charges.
You understand, ma'am? If you're lying to the court, you could be facing perjury charges and other interference with the court proceeding charges. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. So, sir, I'm going to enter a modified stay away order from Zaria Robinson, who's in what? No, just listen. I'm entering a modified stay away order from the alleged victim, Zaria. How do you say it? Zaria
Yeah.
Robinson, or ZR on some of the cases. You are allowed to have contact with the alleged victim. You are prohibited from being physically threatening or violent towards her in any manner whatsoever. do not engage in any criminal activity, do not use or possess illegal drugs, and do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. Do you understand the modified stay away order, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Only friendly but nonviolent contact is allowed. So, sir, if we find out that you are in fact lying to us, you could be facing criminal charges, additional criminal charges.
No problem.
Does his name show up? Have you ever been arrested?
How do you spell the first name?
How do you spell your first name?
No, Eduardo's.
EDWARDO.
Oh.
DOU. Okay. I didn't see anything. Let me see. 12/23. It says no local hits. I don't know, Judge.
Where does Eduardo live?
Since me being out of contact with him, which I've told the police department probably like a few weeks ago, I don't necessarily know.
Let me ask Edward. Edward, where does your brother live?
Judge, come on. Come on. I'm gonna tell my brother,
think
come on, Judge. Nah, that don't have nothing to do with me. This don't have nothing to do with me. I'm innocent at this point. Like,
I don't believe that he's the brother. I think they're lying. How about that?
no, it's not.
I mean,
it's
it
not
sounds.
my dad is here. My dad is incarcerated with me right now. He could vouch for me as well. He could come. My mother. I got a tattoo of my brother on me. Like,
Good. Where's your mother? I'll call her.
Cynthia, she on drugs right now, but she stay on 2565 Northwest 159th Street with my grandmother. Like, I don't have nothing. Like, I've been
on drugs right
check
now.
the records. I've been incarcerated on probation in 2023, all the way to 2024, when I got incarcerated in 2024. It can't just not.
His dad's in custody too, Judge. That's legit. Here, let's see.
Like,
Look,
He
there's
says he was in custody though.
there's
the time.
Edward and Alec
I was on probation.
Do you have a?
Hold on.
That's him. Go back. So were you in custody in 2023?
I was on probation. I was in custody. I got in custody. I was
My dad, who's in custody, would totally never lie to you, Judge. Ask him.
on probation from 2023, and I got rearrested in 2024. If it was me, myself, all this would have popped up. I got out of jail for 10 days and came right back in for violation of probation. If it was me, all this would have popped up from 2023 all the way to 2025. Ain't no way. And I just went to court for driving no license 2 weeks ago.
Okay, you can ask my dad in prison to vouch for me, or in the alternative, my significant record didn't pop up, so it must not be me. I don't even know where he's going with that. Yes, you can call my mom, but she's on drugs.
Why can't this be me?
Okay, he got a point. And why does it prop up now then and not then?
This is what I'm trying to figure out.
What's a shame is she went to the police and she tried to get it straightened out, and they said you have to wait until the wrong person's arrested, which seems so wrong.
No, they told me that I had to wait until the court case, which I never knew when the court case was going to happen.
The court case doesn't happen until somebody gets arrested. So they were willing to allow Edward to get arrested for Eduardo's case and let it all figure out afterwards.
But this police case number's been pending since 2023. It would have been picked up sooner. It's something somebody's lying to me. I'm sorry. I don't know if I believe everybody.
You get the.
I don't know what's going on. If I literally, in my gut, don't know if this guy's lying or not, but it's a strong possibility, and I applaud the judge's skepticism.
Do you want me to call one of the officers to have them explain?
But he was in custody in 2024. This didn't pop up.
It should have. I don't know. I'm gonna look. I'll do pretrial. How's that?
I don't know. Just why don't we?
On the 22 case,
Miss Corey,
And
you
on
all sort it out. I'm gonna find probable cause. Let's see. Does it say that the airway was restricted for the battery by? Huh?
In one of the cases, it did not. But
And then on top of that, when I had made my report, I never said anything about a strangulation.
On F 25-18726, there's probable cause for strong arm robbery.
Judge, when you have the alleged victim saying this is his twin, it is not him, I would ask that you release him, Judge, and find no probable cause for Mr. Nellicliff.
I don't believe him. How about that?
Want me to call the detective, Judge?
You
I
can call,
would
yeah,
ask
call
them to
the
call the
detective.
detective and why they're putting him on the arrest form.
Let me see if I got a number. Hold on, because this is,
Miss,
Look at the same SIN number. What is it? Oh, why? So I understand.
let me see if I have a number for the detective.
Yeah, ask what name she gave back in 2023, back in 2023 and in 2024. Was it Edward or Eduardo?
Excuse me, Judge.
Yes, ma'am.
Also, when I had made my report, I've never mentioned anything about a strangulation.
That's okay. That's fine.
All right.
Right, so I spoke to one of the detectives
Mm-hmm.
who said they got the right person. Let's pass it. Detective Robinson didn't answer, but let me try to get in touch
It's
with him.
okay. I believe it's the right person, but it's so old I would do pretrial anyway. Let him sort it out.
Let's pass it. I wanna make sure we have the right person.
Okay.
But in fact, if I'm saying it's not the right person and I wasn't even in a relationship with this person, I don't know anything about any court terms or anything. So what is exactly?
Has it ever occurred to you that we're not going to take your word at face value? You may or may not be telling the truth. We don't know. We don't know. We're trying to figure that out.
All right, I'll pass in, see what happens. If that's what the state wants. Otherwise, I was gonna do pretrial anyway, so
Well, Judge,
whether it is or is not, I was still gonna do
well, but
pretrial.
this is
So old.
ridiculous. If they're lying to the court, I think that should influence the court's bond decision.
But ma'am,
Potentially, there should be contempt proceedings. Let me see.
ma'am, but if I'm the victim and I'm saying that's not the case, then
No problem.
Yeah, if is the operative word in that. We don't know that yet. We don't know yet. This is shady as hell. They're not doing their job if they don't check first.
I'm confused of why is any confusion or
I don't know, but I'll pass it
Are
for the
you saying
state.
he's not the person who committed the crime against you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I'll just pass it if that's what the state wants. No
Yes.
problem.
so, Judge, he's out of facility.
I think it's important enough corrections to hold him up.
You're gonna have to hold them up. We'll deal with this in the next 15 minutes, okay?
Okay.
They just said he's out of facility.
Listen, if you're telling me the truth, no problem. Even if you were the person who did this, I'm still gonna give you a pretrial. It was so old. But don't waste my time. What?
Judge, he's okay taking pretrial. I mean,
Judge, I want to get to the bottom of this.
he's okay taking pretrial because he wants to get out. He understands that he'll have a case over his head at this
Judge,
time.
let me see.
It's F. Your officers charged him with a crime. They're saying it's not him. I'm happy to give pretrial either way because it's so old and the victim's here.
Judge, I want the truth. I want to see if it was him.
And then your office can find the truth. And if you find that he's lying and she's lying, you can file whatever charges you want against them because now they're both going to be facing criminal charges and we're all witnesses to that.
5 minutes. Let me see if I can get the detective.
They need to take him somewhere else. I'm telling you, even if they tell me he's lying, I'm still giving him pretrial. Okay?
He would like pretrial at this time, and when the state finds out this is not the correct Nellicliff, then I would ask that they withdraw the charges on Mr. Nellicliff as soon as they have that confirmation, and then he doesn't have this case over his head, and they can arrest the correct Nellicliff.
Pretrial services on F25-18726, there's probable cause. Pretrial services alternate bond, $1,500. I'll order him in. On F25-18723, the domestic battery by strangulation, it just says, I think that's the one it was just, she was choked to the brink of unconsciousness. There's probable cause. Pretrial services alternate bond, $1,500.
Ma'am,
And then stop, ma'am. It's up to the state to file the charges. The last case, F25-18725. I think that's the one where it says he choked her. It doesn't say her airway was restricted. There's probable cause for battery.
But that's the
Pretrial
thing.
services.
I
Ma'am,
never.
I heard you. I heard you 10 times. Stop repeating yourself. I'm reviewing the arrest affidavit. I'm not listening to what you're saying. Pretrial services, alternate bond, it'll be $500.
So-
Okay.
Judge, what was the alternate bond on the last?
500 on F25-18725. That's from 2023.
Right, it's overstated objection because the state wanted the opportunity to clear up the issue of identity.
And if they're lying, they'll be facing additional charges. Okay, thank you. We're all witnesses. Everybody here watching on Zoom's a witness to what happened. Okay, next I'm calling on page 5, Michael Hudak.
Turn to the folks here in court. I'm sorry, I don't know who came here first. Oh, you, sir, go ahead. Come on up.
Oh, that was fun. That was way better than expected. I want to see the follow up on that thing.
What do you mean you don't know? Okay, my name is Francis Spikemuth. That's not it. This is it. I have a parking ticket.
Oh, here you are. Okay.
And at the Boston Harbor Marina, which was on Friday night where they have live music. And I parked in the Discovery Pass parking lot, which was.
You can go ahead. Because there's a mic there.
Oh.
Better.
You can't hear me?
Well, I can, but for the right.
So my question is, why $100? It's a parking ticket.
Let's see what it is.
And I do have a Discovery Pass, and I don't know why they couldn't see it in my glove box.
So the Discovery Pass was in your glove. It was in the glove box.
Yeah, wasn't visible.
So the statute governing that pass, it's 79A 80080 says a Discover Pass must be visibly displayed on the front windshield.
Yeah.
Yeah, or otherwise prominently located for motor vehicles without windshield. So being in the glove box doesn't pass muster on this one. So yeah, are you contesting the?
I am. I'm just, it's been a long time since I've, been in a situation like this, and $100 is 1/10 of my monthly income.
So this is a contested hearing. So this is where you argue whether or not it happened or not.
Oh, no, it happened.
So it sounds like the court, if you admit that the infraction happened, then there is a mitigation hearing, which you can do instead, which the point of that is rather than to contest it happened, to ask for, kind of explain mitigating circumstances to reduce the fine.
Oh, okay.
It kind of sounds like that's what you're going.
Yeah, well, it's been a long time.
Okay. Yeah, and so you had the Discover Pass. Can I see that again? I'm sorry, I sent you back to the table there. Okay. All right, so so your Discover Pass is valid through June 2026. Thank you. Violation date was in July, so it seems like you had that at the time. So yeah, with that, it was 59. Okay, so we can reduce it down to 59 as the furthest.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So we'll reduce that. There's some paperwork for you there, and it'll be a $59.
All right, just pay outside?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
It won't happen again.
All right. Sir, you in the back there, come on up. Good afternoon. And what's your name?
Matthew Parsons.
Parsons. All right.
Well, I may be on your 3 o'clock docket.
Right. Oh, you're here. Matthew Parsons, there you go. Like failure to renew expired tabs and operating car without insurance. Looks like you got some.
I did. I have the originals here.
Okay, thank you much. Oh, these are copies for, oh, okay.
In court.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Let me just bring up your. You are here, okay, you are here for a mitigation. So,
Your Honor, the nuances between the mitigation and contesting are a little beyond me. This situation, a little difficult, has stirred up some other problems for me. And so what I'd like to address today, beyond showing compliance to the court, that the car is registered and insured, is a retired cab driver. I was a professional driver for many, many years. And I worked 6:30 in the evening till 6:30 in the morning in a 24-hour town. So every aspect of my function in the wheel is safety. And in my job, I was 33 times more likely to be murdered at work than a cop. Very dangerous. So when this officer, there was a white SUV behind me, following a little close at 60 miles an hour. And then he surged forward. And I instinctively hit my signal and moved to the shoulder. And then he threw his lights on. And when I asked him why he thought it was acceptable to put me in danger like that, his response was that he had to. And I told him that if he's violating the law, isn't he required to identify himself with lights and sirens? Isn't he subject to RCW 46.61.145 following too closely, just like the rest of us? And he didn't care for that and went on a fishing expedition because I had a cigarette sitting on my passenger seat and I hand roll my cigarettes. So you can imagine what he tried to misconstrue that to gain leverage. And I just wasn't amenable to the fishing expedition. And furthermore, he came back with patternized harassment that I've faced for the last 40 years here in Washington, where police run people's ID and they don't check birth dates and they don't check middle initials and they saddle people with warrants that are not applicable to the people.
And sir, I am listening. I'm reading through the documents you're providing here at the same time to make sure I'm listening. And I see your DOL registration on July 6th, which is the incident date as well. And it looks like, according to the officer's affidavit, says the comments you made to him were, "I just paid to have the tab renewed." And then the comments as well, the driver did not have insurance at the time of the stop. Given me are your ID cards with the vehicle that was involved in this. Insurance through Progressive, looks like, effective April 15th of 2025.
Yes.
And so is what you're telling me that you paid for the registration, the DOL registration on the same day prior to the interaction with law enforcement?
I do not own the car and I do not have the means to keep up with all the paperwork all the time. And I need some help with that. And I can't carry a backpack and I can't survive outdoors anymore. And I've been in the car for several years. And they've never stopped to ask me if I'm okay. So him endangering my safety and flying up on the back of my vehicle like that, I don't think he had probable cause to continue the stop. I think he gathered his evidence illegally, and the blue smoke that I got trying to address it through supervisors made me very.
Well, if I can, if I
yes.
can get back to the question of when did you pay for the DOL registration for the car? Because what you handed me shows issue date July 6th.
Okay.
Is that
Those papers were given to me like 3 weeks later by the owner of the vehicle.
okay?
So I believe
Okay.
that I handed if I may offer to the court. While I was stopped, I texted the car owner. He had it done within minutes.
Okay.
Within minutes.
All right.
So
I gotcha. So here's what I'm going to do. So it looks like, so based on what you're showing me, and I guess for the record here, so we're here for 2 violations. One is failure to renew expired tabs. Violation 2 is operating without insurance. For violation 1, what we can do is, so even though you have given me proof that day of the incident, the registered owner registered the car, renewed the tabs with DOL, and you got proof of that. What the court is able to do is that is going to be found committed, but we're able to reduce that because even though it's a quick period after the interaction with the law enforcement, if it wasn't registered at the time, that's still a violation, even if it was registered quickly thereafter. So that can be reduced down from 237 to 200. And then operating a vehicle without insurance, that original ticket is $559. However, you provided proof that you were insured at the time. And so what we are able to do there is dismiss that infraction. So find the proof, no proof of insurance, but had it at the time. You provided proof that you had it at the time. So we'll dismiss that violation. There is still a $25 administrative fee, just that reflects the fact that it was filed because there wasn't proof at the time, because you do still have to have that on you. But the infraction itself is found not committed. So total would be $225.
So
one second. I'm sorry, I misspoke. The DOL registration is, we can reduce it further from 200 down to 175. So it's going to be a total of 190.
yeah, I don't have that.
Well, you are able to work with the clerk to set up a partial payment.
Right.
plan.
Yeah,
So
we
how
know.
do I contest the ticket? How do I address his unlawful actions where he violated the law to gather the evidence for the stop?
So I think you're talking about bringing some sort of civil lawsuit against the police department.
No, I'm talking about contesting the ticket because he didn't have probable cause for the stop.
Well, so probable cause for this, that's not the right standard. And this is not a criminal matter. So you're talking about probable cause is relevant.
So he can break the law to gather
No,
evidence.
he can't. The evidence that you're talking about here, it's not being used against you. This isn't, again, it's not a criminal matter. This was a traffic stop and
A bad stop.
I want to dumber down the ticket. I want to fight that.
Well,
where he endangered my life, where he ran me off the road to get close enough to read the plate, and then said that he had to violate the statute to gather the evidence for the stop. It was a bad stop. I'm out there dying. I'm making end of life preparations. I've been on the streets for decades. They've never stopped to ask me if I'm okay once. And then they cause me this type of anxiety and panic, impacting my health negatively, smoke screening me when I try to go through channels to address it.
Anxiety leads to constipation.
I'm here for relief from the court. I'm not finding that.
Well, I'm just.
I don't have concessions to make here.
Sir, the court's making its ruling. All right. We're dismissing the driving without insurance, which is a vast majority of the ticket here, and that's going away as dismissed. And the driving without a registered certificate with DOL, given that it was registered soon after the interaction, that's also being reduced down to $175, which is as far as the court can go. But on the traffic citation, it's being found committed. And so the total is going to be $195. You can work with the clerk to set up a partial payment plan. There are resources at Thurston County Resource Hub to assist with social services, but that's going to be the court's ruling. You're free to go, sir.
Oh, there you have it. That was pure fun. Good clips. Good clips. And I didn't mute myself as far as I know. I might have started the first one on the wrong defendant. But we'll take it. We'll take it. It was good. Thank you. Thank you all for coming out. I appreciate it. I really enjoyed those. That last guy was such a drama queen. I was trying to stay out of his way because he was it was thick with stupid, and I didn't want to step on it. All right. Thanks for coming out. I'll see y'all soon.